fans, have I neglected you guys a bit recently? I'm sorry, I've been in a lot of fields at festivals talking to musicians and the like. It's a hard old life. Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about Todd Phillips' movie, War Dog, starring Jonah Hill and Miles Teller. It's loosely based on the true story of two stoners who managed to land a major arms contract and get rich selling weapons to the US military abroad. I had to see this because I'm a big Jonah Hill fan. Frustrates me that people get him confused with Seth Rogen all the time, considering one of them I don't really find funny at all and the other one's been Oscar nominated and I also find hilarious. And I just want to squeeze his little cheeks. If you want a reason to love Jonah Hill, check out his interview with Edgar Wright after Superbad because genius. Genius. As predicted, he is excellent in this, very dislikable but also kind of lovable, basically playing a human Jewish version of Cartman, because we all know that Cartman's not a massive fan of that particular demographic. Well, Casman's bitch is big, fat bitch is the biggest bitch in the whole world. He does the typical comedian trick of having a funny laugh, but he does it really well, where every time he does the little laugh, you do kind of go, Pah! Whatever you say about the film, there is a brilliant scene with him dealing with some pot dealers. You've probably seen a bit in the trailer where it's like, so good. I really enjoy the aspect of his character that he is a different person for everybody, and everyone knows someone who's able to morph into a different character and be who the person they're talking to wants to be. And I really like that that's a obvious plot point, but then it comes back, and I think that's really good. And I really like that, although that's shown very clearly, it kind of surprises you later on when it comes back to bite you in the ass. Miles Teller, last thing I probably saw him in was Whiplash, maybe there's something else in between. Serviceable, he's a straight man in this, he kind of holds it all together, he's not quite the centre point in the way that Jonah Hill is. I do have a problem with his character's relationship with his wife, which is meant to kind of add some gravity. She really irritates me, she doesn't feel realistic, she wouldn't be married to him, and I don't like that she's like, oh, war's so bad, oh, you're so bad for trying to make, oh, actually, you know what, I'm just going to get on with it and accept that you're a weapons dealer to the military. Like, she has posters up about anti-war stuff, and then she just kind of, whoop, no, money, I like it, let's move on. So I don't really have much sympathy for her. In case we might have forgotten, this is made by the guy who made The Hangover, and therefore Brad Cooper's in it. Although he doesn't really steal the scene, he's kind of a standard movie gangster, and he probably could have been played by someone who would cost a lot less, but hey, Brad Cooper. There's lots of kind of Tarantino-isms thrown in, it starts at the end, use of some Tarantino tracks, there's narration, there's chapters, but I think it doesn't quite hit that type of mark. It's kind of unsure whether it wants to be a comedy, although it's more of a drama, but there are funny bits to it. There are some really funny bits, like there's a chase scene that's really amusing. Again, I think it's Jonah Hill's laugh that makes it funny. There's also a scene dealing with the US government, who just seem to be the biggest imbeciles of the bunch. It's a little bit long though. I think the pacing could have been tweaked a bit. There is this fundamental problem that everyone's enjoying the naughtiness too much, and there's not enough slapped wrists. You're not really thinking, oh, these guys are awful, because you're kind of being dragged along for the ride and enjoying it, and I feel that it's very dark, it's a very dark comedy kind of thing, but I feel that you don't see the bad side to what they're doing enough until right at the end, and then suddenly it does this about turn from a kind of amusing, light-hearted kind of thing and tries to make it serious, and that doesn't seem to work. The real-world conclusion is at odds with the film's hijinks. It poses some interesting questions. Who can you trust? What would you be prepared to do for money? All in all, I did enjoy watching it, but it's one that you kind of watch and then forget about. I'd probably watch it if it was on telly 5 years down the line, but it's not one that I'm aching to see again anytime soon, or buy on DVD, or download. But what did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it at all? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon for some more movie fun, guys. Bye! I really mean it, Cal's mom. She's a big, fat, fucking bitch. Talking about fucking bitch Cal's mom.